Hi everyone, welcome to Freeform Friday. We are going to be playing some Space Pirates and Zombies 2. This is a game by Min Max. The other game that they released that you may have heard of is Space Pirates and Zombies 1. And I was lucky enough to get a key, reached out and asked for a key, and they sent me one. And I'm right smack in the middle of the campaign here. About maybe 8-9 hours in, and I thought this would be a good place to jump in because there's chaos everywhere, and that's a good way to describe this game, I think. Is lots of chaos, a lot of fun systems interacting with each other all at once. So I'm just going to give you the rundown of everything that's going on, show you a few bits of combat, and then maybe get myself blown up or turn into a zombie. We'll see. I don't know. So the goal of the game, I'm playing the campaign right now, is there's a campaign and there's just a sandbox mode where you basically set up the rules of the universe or of the galaxy and then just kind of let it run, and there are zombies trying to eat everything and different factions, things like that. We are, again, about 8 hours into the campaign right now, so I'm just going to zoom out and show you the galaxy map. And this is the galaxy here. The zombies are here. They spawned basically right in the middle of the green faction, which are like civilians. We have a few different others. The light blue here is me. I started my own faction as part of the campaign. You don't have to in sandbox mode. You can if you want to. But in the campaign, you build your own faction, and I'm basically expanding that, making alliances. I am currently aligned with the green team right here. Excuse me, and currently trying to align myself with the blue team here. We'll go to the different factions. This is me, the Clockwork Crew. This is my crew, my faction here. You kind of can jump to each member. These are the zombies. Anytime a captain gets killed by a zombie, they become a zombie. So Admiral Blorf was actually the leader of the green team. I think the green are getting eaten, unfortunately. Yeah, there's only a few civilian ascendancies left. I made the big mistake, I think, of aligning with them. The Void Militia, they hate me and are at war with me right now. The Sun Hunters really don't like me at all. I am at war with the Miners Conglomerate, and the Clockwork, or the Sovereignty of Science, are only so-so with me, but none of them really have fallen yet to the zombie plague. So there's a lot of zombies. They're going to continue to grow and sweep across the universe, so I need to make some alliances or grow my own faction large enough to basically not be killed. You can see the strength up here. I'm not sure exactly how to read this, though. I think this is the number of zombies versus the number of non-zombies. So overall, we're winning, but kind of like a Game of Thrones, we're all kind of fighting each other right now, instead of focusing on the zombie threat. Let's take a look at my captain first. We'll go back and find me here. Here's me. Here's the main character, basically. I have a few bounties on me of people who hate me, and just basically a history of everything that I've been doing. We can look at my ship by going to the assembly, and here's my ship itself. The ships are actually made of core parts, which are these kind of 12 sections here. You have noses, engines, and then parts on the left and the right. The way that I have built this ship here is that I have these kind of 2 rows of cores, a double large engine, or a medium engine, medium nose, and then some medium and small things on the side. On the left I have shotguns. Basically meant for up-close killing, or tracking of large craft that are basically harassing me. On the nose I have a very long-range pulsar, which can fire extremely long range, that green beam you're seeing there. Extremely long range. On the back I have a torpedo, which you don't really see, but it's basically an anti-shield torpedo. And then on the right I have zapper fighter drones. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 fighter drones that basically will always constantly launch out from the ship and auto-target enemies. I'm just going to go through everything at the bottom real quick. I think my inventory, this is everything I have equipped. I'll just hide that there. This is scrap, which you use to basically buy and sell at your currency. Res, which is fuel, and it does some other things too. And then goons, which is like your crew. You lose crew doing almost everything, They die when they repair your ship. They die when when your ship takes damage. Bit of everything. Engine boost, cloak if I need to run away. Hangar is basically support ships. When I go into battle, which you'll see battle in a little bit, I will have a right hook, a tug, a squatter, well, 2 squatters actually, and they will go into combat with me. Faction info, which you've seen. I need to improve my my standing with the sovereignty of science, so they help me out here. This is me, the captain, which you've seen this screen again. This is just kind of a breakdown, so if I need to know, well, what happens when I do all this stuff, and this kind of shows, you know, pluses to faction, or pluses to specific captain relationships, negatives, a lot of negatives, as you can see. Things that I did, the bonuses and negatives, and then my relations, and all my perks each time you level up, which there's some RPG stuff happening here. As you can see, my my XP bar at the top, there is some leveling up that gets done. Part catalog, where you can kind of see and buy items. Lore, if you're interested in that kind of thing, which is specific on the campaign. I'm not going to go into any of that. And then the tutorials. So basically just going to pick up where I left off. On the left here, you got some stuff kind of giving me some suggestions of what to do. The main thing being that I need to build up my strength to fight off the zombie horde. And I'm not doing that great of a job yet. I think maybe they're going to take over a pretty big part of the galaxy before I have enough to fight back. So the biggest thing and the easiest way to increase your standing with a faction is to help them out. So I'm going to come over here, see what's going on, see if I can help out. I might be able to get to this before the combat happens here. We'll see. Thing is that basically every action in the game... let's pause that here a second. Basically every action in the game affects your standing with almost everything else. Looks like Necrom, a zombie, is calling me to say, unfortunately, one of your fellow captains has joined the Undead Armada. Looks like we actually lost one of our captains on our faction. Everything you loved about them, you will now grow to hate. Perhaps you should take better care of your subordinates. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know where he was. He was over here somewhere. Let's go find him real quick. He was... Necrom. Looks like he was in the middle of their territory. I don't know why he was all the way over there. That seems like a bad thing to do. So that's maybe his fault. Anyway, I'm going to head into blue territory to see if I can help out. That's actually my... Oh, wait. If we stop him from harvesting blue... Nope, too late. We did not stop him. So that's fine. We want to help out blue if we can. Can I jump into here? No, the battlefield is full, so I can't help it there. Too many ships. I'm trying to find some way I can help out the blue faction. Another way I can do it is I can basically just go to the blue faction. Pick somebody that doesn't really like me that much. Actually, let's sort by relationship. I have a number of people that do like me, but let's find Robo Buzzkill. And we can just actually... Oh, he's dead. He's been floated. This little symbol here means that basically the captain's ship has been blown up. He has to fly back to his base to get the ship back. Okay, he's dead too. Wow. There's some chaos going on, like I was saying. Lots of chaos happening. There we go. This guy is up. He is available. Let's offer him some tribute. We can just basically pay him off. Give him some things to boost his relationship with us. We'll give him 1,000. 1,500. Scrap for 21 relations. That's pretty good. Basically, my ultimate goal is to, if you see the leader, the drifter, I need to boost my relation above 50. And when I do, we can actually declare an alliance so that we'll assist each other with various things. Let's see if we can't get down there, maybe, before we get attacked. It's not seeming likely, unfortunately. Actually, Blue's actually raiding me here. We're actually going to go into this fight here and stop their raid. So here's the combat. As you can see, I have my 4 support ships. And you can see the fighters flying off to kind of engage all of these things. I have it on kind of automatic fire mode. So I can press E to pick a target, and the ship will basically smart target all of these raiding ships. You see my pulsar beam kind of shooting long range here, and all my fighters are kind of over there. Kind of just, I can kind of zoom in and see with the right mouse button what's happening over there. So I handled this pretty clearly. A raid is usually not very dangerous. The problem is that there's always a lot going on at one time. You can see all my fighters kind of flying around, hitting them. There's 3 types of damage. There's shields, which will show up as blue. Hull, which will show up as yellow. And then, or armor, which will show up as yellow. And then red, which will show up as the hull, which are the actual hit points. I did level up.
Imagine science like water, flowing through rivers and streams of knowledge into the great ocean of understanding. While I frequently dip myself in its essence, stupidity leaves a rim around the bathtub of science, forcing me to occasionally discard its contents.
Okay, thanks for that. So now I get to pick a perk. You always get to pick 3. In sandbox mode, you can set how many that you pick, which is quite nice. Here are my current perks over here on the side. I maybe want to go with reactor. What is my reactor set to already? Which should be reload. Yeah, so I got a 65% reload. I actually maybe want even more, because reloading actually takes you out of the fight for several seconds. You can see these nodes here on the map. Each one will kind of gain resources over time, and you can stop and harvest them. That one is full. But if I do harvest them, the person who owns this base, which is Turnpike, will actually get, or which is Kabambo, will actually get a little bit mad at me. I don't want to do that, I don't think. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot going on with blue to help out right now. Wait, who's fighting here? Okay, they're not actually fighting. Maybe I can take care of this guy? This should boost. So this is a bandit hive. And if I take care of this bandit hive, I do believe the owner of Tyrus 122 will be happy. I'm going to jump in. Actually, I have 2 different capital ships to take care of. But let's think about how I'm going to do this. You can see my fighters kind of flying off there now. I can clear these kind of support ships very quickly before I engage anything else, because my ship kind of specializes in that. While my long-range kind of support ships kind of tangle with the bigger ships. Now you can actually blow parts of the large motherships off, which you may see here. If you kind of focus power on one of them, his shields are about to go down. His shields are down. That's kind of the point of my fighters. There you go. His ship is already gone. Oh, that was the actual... That was the star base, not the mothership. Mothership is over there. Three threats left. And again, I have it set to automatic mode. You can set it to specific targeting with Q. So now I will specifically fire, and then you can kind of set individual targets for each weapon. But I tend to notice that when you build your ship to kind of complement each other, then it works out quite well. So for instance, the right side of my ship is specifically, in the back, the engine, specifically meant to destroy shields at long ranges. The pulsar, the green thing there, is meant to keep shields down if my fighters happen to get destroyed. And then I get up close. Oh, don't fly near that. That can actually damage you quite a bit if you fly into the explosion. And then the whole left side of my ship, the shotguns, are meant to 1, clear small support ships, and 2, basically decimate other motherships up close. So I cleared that out. Hopefully that gave me some experience, but hopefully it improved my relations with Tiberius. Let's take a look at him real quick. Tiberius, let's take a look at you. There you go. So we got 10 relations for destroying that hive in his space. So that was quite good. We basically have to, over time, get to 50. I think I mentioned that. With the overall faction, that got me 1 point closer. Now, I'm not sure if building up, getting people to high points, or building up these low ones is actually better. I'm not sure. Can we offer some tribute? We cannot. We can no longer boost tribute with him, so that's fine. At the same time, I kind of need to focus on red and orange are basically both at war with me. I did recently lose the Gamma Expanse to them, so that was tough. And I want to think about, I think, building another base. So you can actually add incentives to almost everything in the game. I can incentivize people to attack a specific captain on an enemy team, or to incentivize attacking an enemy base, incentivize attacking a bandit base, or incentivize building, which is what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to incentivize or add an incentive to this base here. I already have one of 4,000, so anyone on my faction, any one of my faction members can build a base here for just 837 scraps. That's quite good. If I go build a base here, I would build it for 837, but again, I've already paid like 4,000 into it. So I don't want to do that. I basically am giving kind of a loan, sort of, for that. So that's one way you can think of it, perhaps. Let's go here. I like the idea of, when you clear a bandit base, by the way, they kind of migrate away. And it takes about a minute. So I like the idea of doing this. It's kind of helping out over time, getting the blue section kind of clear and moving the bandits to enemy space, as it were. If I were min-maxing, I would try to maybe push them all up to red and orange space. Since they're at war with me, that means they'd have to contend with bandits, and my allies would not. But I've not really been focused on that because everybody's getting turned into a zombie. It is very possible, my understanding, to lose the campaign, which I kind of like. I do like failure states. I don't actually know if it's possible for me to get turned into a zombie. There you go. So we're going to get up really close, use all these shotguns to basically shred through his hull. You can see pieces of his ship breaking off right there. I'm highlighting it right now. There you go. And his ship is gone. You can press and hold space when you have shields to kind of boost shields. I can't fire when that happens, but my shields take about half damage, I think it is. But again, you can't fire. So if you see a big volley coming in, you turn your shields green in the lower left corner there to basically take almost no damage. I'm going to clean up these support fighters first, I think, before I go engage the main base. Fighters are limited, so while they can spawn more, there's a limit to the number they can spawn. I like to kind of stay far away from the star base. You can see all my fighters. I love how that looks there. Kind of flying in. They're going to start tearing down the shields. The shields are down now. And so I'll kind of fly in and start shotgunning it to the face. And it's gone. I'll jet away, put up shields so the explosion doesn't hurt me. There is kind of a shockwave that goes out from exploded bases and motherships that can hurt you, can kill you if you're not careful. We'll go to the star map here. Worked out quite well. Who owns this? The Drifter actually owns this. That's actually the faction leader. 81. That's quite good. So I got 3 points for that. That works out quite well for me. Again, I am allied with green, but they are basically wiped out at this point. They all love me, but can I assimilate you guys in some way? I cannot, unfortunately. It is possible to turn a zombie captain back into a regular captain, but it costs a lot of res, and res you basically use to move around. There you go, they're assaulting again. And I don't have a lot to spare. The bigger your ship, the more res you spend. You can see I'm basically hemorrhaging 2 a second to even fly around. I could reduce that, excuse me, by moving slower, but, oh, can I get in on this battle here? I cannot, he fled. So it looks like somebody did actually build this starbase. The Moon Man built it for me. And I can assign the starbase to one of, I get it by default. But, like a lot of 4X games, the more you have of something, the worse you run each one. It's kind of a, you know, deprecating kind of return on, not deprecating, a loss on the return of each new thing, of each new starbase that you have. I'm actually going to give it to the Moon Man, so he will like me more. And looks like we are raiding blue. Or we are raiding yellow, and yellow's raiding us. Maybe I could assist. I could help out with this. And what raiding does is, did I mention this before? Again, there's so much info, so many things happening. The universe basically, or the galaxy basically never stops moving. Well, okay, let me rephrase. The galaxy only proceeds, only moves forward when you do, but everything is always in motion. You are not the central character, you are just one of many characters, which I like quite a bit. Oh, I can't actually help out here, so that's fine. I'll move back to my starbase, and we should probably continue to grow. How many more faction members can I support? I can support actually 10 more. So I may want to think about contacting some others. I need to go talk to him to get it to join. That's one thing I wish you could get them to join remotely, because I found that I spend a vast majority of the game right now just flying around trying to get people to join me. So it's a little annoying. He's very hostile to me. Oh, wow. Okay. So you just saw the entire green faction get destroyed. I bet that means a lot more. Yeah, look at that. All of those zeros here. I guarantee you every one of these zeros was maybe a green faction member. That's quite bad. I need to recruit them very quickly. This is my base. You can see it by the little marks here. 85 defense, quite good. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You have a personal stash, which I never really bother with yet. You have a stockpile, and basically your faction, or not your faction, well, your whole faction really, but your home starbase in particular will send transports out. I don't see any right now. Are you ransacking? You are okay, I'm gonna kill you. Or at least get you off of there if I can. But your starbase will send out transports. I don't see any right now, and those transports will collect goods over time. You can come back to your base and collect them. This is really important later on, because when you're early in the game and you don't have a faction, you have time to fly around to these nodes and just collect res, collect goons, and you don't spend them as fast. Right now, I spend everything constantly, and so my starbase actually has to be the thing that collects for me. There's actually this really cool progression as I've been playing, from thinking about just my ship to thinking about, okay, my ship and, you know, the faction that I'm a part of but not leading. And now, like, globally, I'm thinking of my faction as a whole. So, and the game does a really good job of making it so you don't have to think about the stuff that you did at the beginning. So while I could fly around if I wanted to, and pick up this measly, like, oh, well, it actually may be worth picking up because it's full. Anything that's full gets double. Again, I know it's a ton of information. Apologies. But anyway, yeah, I don't have to think about that anymore because I basically just picked up a ton from my starbase. I'm actually going to sell some of my goons back. I don't need that many. Actually, instead of selling, what I will do is I will just find Daryl Magnetar. Let's actually find someone who's high level. 37. He's actually the highest. Oops, not you. 37. Daryl Magnetar. We are going to... I need 27 points for him. We're going to give him 50. It really gives you no tribute at all. We're going to give him... Oh, that's enough. There you go. So I can immediately go offer for him to join my faction now. But before I do that, I'm actually going to look at my base a bit more, just to kind of explain what bases can do. Each base has an arena. These are awesome little things. You can basically try your hand at higher and higher difficulty, like simulated fights. And every single arena in the game, every single starbase in the game, so every single one that's controlled, has an arena. And every arena gives you a different ship to control. So you can actually use arenas if you fly around one in the early game for free experience, free scrap for your ship, and to basically test out how different ships will fight in the future. So I'm going to do this level 2 captain fight. I'm level 20 something, so it should be easy to figure out. But this ship, I think it's, yeah, so this ship is a full pulsar ship. It's meant for very long range on this end to kind of wear down. Enemies from a distance. So I don't really want to get close to this guy. I'm basically going to fire everything that I have from very far away. And as you can see, I'm taking almost no damage, and he's already 50%, 70% damage down. So all of those blue things firing off are specific anti-shield kind of missiles, and these pulsars are very good at very long range. I could be even further away if I wanted to. So basically, see, it took almost no damage at all. My shields remained fully intact. If I were to min-max, I could, like, boost my shields to reduce incoming damage. Unboost my shields to fire all those pulsars. Boost again. Unboost. Boost, right? So that's just one example of the arena, and each one gets harder and harder. We will maybe try, I don't think time advanced, so we'll go ahead and try the tier 3. I've not done it yet for this one, but this one will maybe be a bit harder. We're going to stay pretty far away from him if we can, because I can fire on him when he cannot fire on me. And you can see on the right side there, I'm shooting down all those little fighters that he's sending to me. Let me boost my shields a little bit here. My shields actually fell before his, so he actually is doing a bit of a better job breaking my shields, but his shields are about to go down as well. And he's kind of all up on me now. I'm not doing a great job here. But you're getting the idea. Every single arena kind of will teach you different ways that the game can be played. And I'm going to go over a bunch of those ways here in a little bit. I'm trying not to throw too many entire systems at you at once. Okay, let's actually turn. Shoot down some of the fighters that are on me. And then I'm just going to go all in on him here. Okay, he's shotgunning me. That's pretty bad. Shotgun is really good at actually tearing parts of the ship off. I don't want to do that, so I'll go back to long range. There we go. So he's down. I'm going to get some decent amount of credits and experience and everything for that. I'm not sure what the values are for that. 300 experience, 300 credits, or scrap. Not the best, but that's okay. Alright, I'm going to, I think, fly out, and I'm going to find some of these guys. The dentist. Each one of these guys can join me. He's a bit closer, so we'll move to him. Hopefully he still has his ship. We're going to go full speed here now that I have more res. Someone's actually trying to engage me here. You saw that little red bar there. That means somebody's on the way. These little marks here mean that somebody has put a bounty out on me. I could go ahead and clear them if I wanted to, by paying reparations to them. I'll go ahead and do that because I don't want random people trying to attack me for those bounties. As soon as I went to war with them is when they set those bounties on me. And I haven't really engaged with them since. Almost everybody on the red team hates me badly. Negative 82. Yeah, so that's actually the most expensive one. He must have put a pretty big bounty on me. I'm fine paying that off for now because I can get scrap rather easily. So why don't I do this? I will take a moment. So I'm the well, no, they're actually the closest now. So maybe it's worth it finding a... I don't want to be right up next to the zombies yet. I'm not quite ready for that, I think. Let's take this guy, and we're going to click the starbase. Is it destroyed? No. We're going to build an incentive, I think, on this starbase. And we're going to throw most of our money and about 100 res. Res is worth several... Let's see, how much is res worth? So one res is worth 10 scrap. We'll throw 2,000 basically at this. Not quite 2,000, I guess. So now someone on my faction for 4,000 can build this. Civilian can build it for a lot less, but there is no civilian faction anymore. RIP civilians. We're going to go ahead and fly down to him and convince him to join our faction. I'm going to do that a few times, perhaps. There you go. Somebody else added a bounty on me just now. That's great. That's fantastic. There's a transport there I was talking about. Here we go. Can you join my faction, please? Great. The dentist is very far away. You're pretty close. You are so close to joining my faction. Oh no, you will. Let's actually move to you. I need to build up my faction to be pretty heavy right now because the zombies are going to be coming for me soon, I think. So we'll do that. Where are you? You are... Okay, you're in the middle of my territory, which is okay. I can handle that. Oh, wait. Okay, there you are. Good. Join the faction, please. Thank you. And again, this only works because I've kind of been building up faction reputation with some of these people over time. 40 is kind of... I do wish I could sort by distance, by the way. Debs, if you ever do watch this, please let me sort by distance. That would be lovely. You'll join. Let's move to you. So I'm basically just boosting the strength of my entire faction at the moment. Chances are it will end up being me against the zombies in the long run. It is possible to lose. Absolutely 100% possible, I think, to lose. And I might actually try to get zombified. Hello. Can you join my faction? You cannot. Because you're in the middle of something. I'm going to wait for this battle to be over. Actually, maybe I won't. I could join Silho, who I want to join, against Joe Downs. He hates me. Let's do it. So now I can choose, basically, which side to fight, or which side to join, or I could fight everyone, which is high threat. Usually if you're going to die, it'll say high threat. By the way, every captain has kind of their own personality, their own portrait, which is very cool. They're not that different, though. They basically all behave exactly the same. They will do random things. Obviously, each time the captains are assigned to a random faction, they will do random things, and so the galaxy will be different each time. I do wish that each captain behave slightly different, like this one, you know, or this one, and this could be randomized as well. It's like this particular captain in this playthrough really loves shields, and so he'll always have like huge shields. Same thing with the factions. The factions, as far as I can tell, there are some slight differences, like the type of things that they're good at building. Like they're good at building hull, they're good at building engines, they're good at building nose pieces, but beyond that, they're not different at all. And I do wish that factions had some bigger differences. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think that I am. I'm going to focus, I think, specifically on the mothership here. Send everything that I've got towards it. I'm not quite in range yet, which is why my ship is shooting at these smaller ships. Oh, he's actually running toward the fail gate. So these are called fail gates. I'm actually going to destroy the gate so he can't run away. But I don't think I can kill him first. These gates can basically be used by anyone in the map to run, to flee. And I don't think I can kill him, so I'm going to... Yeah, I don't think I can kill him before he could run away. So I'm just going to destroy the gate so that he can't get away first. And then I'm going to shotgun him to death. Hopefully. He's got that green beam coming off his nose. Actually very high damage. I might lose... Yeah, you can see that piece of mine that just flew off. And I lost another one as well. So my shotguns are kind of getting blown off. I need to run away now. But his explosion doesn't hurt me. You can see my pieces floating there. I'll be able to recoup them later. Looks like some of those pieces flew off of his ship as well. One of the cool things I really like about this is if you're really savvy, you can actually switch to build mode in the middle of combat and reattach pieces if you're really, really good. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm going to go back to the star map. And here you can see basically what you get for winning the battle. I'm going to get some scrap, some res, some goons, but I also get some of the ship parts that I broke off of his ship. I will take them all. I can sell them later. And because I lost some of those pieces, I need to go back into my ship and reattach them. So this is the shotgun that got broken off. It attaches to 2 pieces, as you can see there. And then, was that the only thing that I lost? No, I actually lost another piece here. Another shotgun piece here. Oh, yeah, there we go. And I lost my engine as well. So I reattached the engine to the back. Oh, no, wait. I break that off. I lost a core piece as well. So this is where some of the min-max stuff gets in. Core pieces are different. There's a bunch of different ones. Habitat decks, I think, tend to add extra health to your ship, to your base ship. So hull, not armor. So this one here is, you look in the upper right corner. This adds 67.2 hull and only 16 armor and 4 shields. Whereas this one adds 48, 14, and 4. Well, actually, this one's better all around, it looks like. This one, I think, reduces reload time a bit more. As you can see by the green there. I'm not sure exactly. But we'll take this hull since it adds more. It's a +1. And again, I'll show you all that in just a little bit. We'll attach the engine. There we go. So as you can see on the left here, there are no open ports. My ship is fully kitted out now. I have all my active cores, so I can't make it any bigger. You could build this any way you wanted to, by the way. So let's mess with this a little bit here. Let's say I wanted to make my ship a bit longer than I wanted it to be wide, or I wanted it to be just as wide. I could actually detach these pieces. And I could start building this guy, let's say narrower. So I could actually take all these core pieces and extend them up this way. Okay, let's not attach it to the side. Let's attach it correctly. And then I'd have to build, I guess, this guy out like this. So see, now he's actually a little bit longer. And I could kind of build him this way. Now, this middle section will not be as strong, and so there's a higher chance of pieces getting detached. So it does make sense eventually to build out. But I could build this way if I wanted to. I don't want to. I actually want to drag these guys back down. And you can right-click, by the way, to make it kind of faster if you don't want to do this whole dragging thing. That other core piece. There it is. Alright, and our ship is put back together, for the most part, the correct way. These are extra pieces that I just looted, and we'll be done. So there's a bit about that. You've seen a lot of different weapons and stuff in the game. I will show you the list a bit later on, I think. Not right this second. Instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this guy to finish his little... Again, nothing's happening while I'm paused. There we go. He's done with this. I'm going to ask him to join my faction, which he did. And maybe I'll actually ransack this. Again, whenever it's full and it's flashing like this, it's worth double the amount. So normally it will be 200. And when it hits max, it'll actually jump up from 200 to 400. So it is worth sometimes waiting. How does Joe Downs feel about me? Joe Downs, do you hate me? Sun Hunters, they hate me a lot. Joe Downs hates me a ton. So I'm going to go ahead and take his scrap. There you go. Took it. Let's find someone else to join us. And then just a little bit, I'm going to show you the catalog, and then I think I'm going to go throw myself at the zombies, see if I can't maybe fight them back a little bit. Chances are I will die. I'm not sure what this number represents. This is ours? So maybe this is it. Yeah, maybe this icon means this is the strength of my faction versus the zombie. This could be everyone in the game versus the zombies. I don't actually know. There's a lot of zombies because they basically were their own faction, and then they ate another faction. Actually, look, I think. Well, there's not 100. Oh, there's 39 numbers. 28, 27, 30, 27, and 16. I am the smallest because in the campaign, you actually start your faction after the zombies have started attacking. You actually join a faction first, and then you... Oh, no. How dare you? Oh, no. I'm showing everything. I'm gonna have to blank that out. Can't have you guys seeing my desktop background stuff. There's secret spoilery things in there. Anyway. So yeah. My faction is relatively new, which is why I am in desperate need of recruiting. Let's find someone close by. You're very close by, Manny Hancock. Need a bit of help to join, so let's give you a few pieces. 27, that should do it. So Manny. Okay, you calm down. That should be enough. Okay, Manny Hancock, you're a bit annoying. Please don't talk anymore. I do hope... The game, by the way, I probably should have said this right at the beginning, is currently in early access. Oh my, are you really gonna come at me? Oh, you're both gonna come at me. 91 strength and 48 strength. I'm actually gonna use that cloak now. Look at everybody. Look at all these people coming at me. The cloak basically makes you immune or invincible for a while. They all hate me a lot, so I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna go back to my base, I think. Restock on some res. On kind of everything. I do need to get rid of some of those goons. Maybe I could just sell them off instead. I do need to repair my ship. So here you go. Here's a good example of how you lose goons. I need to repair my ship. 39%. 126 crew members are going to die basically repairing this ship. So there you go. That's 126 goons repairing that ship, which is fine. Not a big deal. I'm going to actually stop and get this because I don't want anybody else to get it. Oh, are you going to attack me? I'll attack you, totally. So I'm going to show you something. When you engage, a little red sphere will appear and it will slowly shrink. The world will continue to progress as that happens, and other people can join your fights while that is being done. So chances are, because we're in my territory, I'm going to have some people come help me. There you go. So we had actually one of each. We had one of my faction and one of theirs. So this is going to be a four-way battle. Not four-way, a two-way battle. So I'm going to try to get in there real fast and mess up their mothership as quickly as I can. Because I don't want them to double team my ship, which is exactly what they're doing. There is drift, by the way, so I'm kind of drifting towards this other ship, which is fine. I'm going to put myself between their ship and my other ship so that I take the hits for them. Yeah, he's almost dead, so he's dead now. I need to clean up this ship right now. If I can. Please die. Good, he's dead. I'm going to warp away. Not warp, but fly away as fast as I can. I'm losing a ton. I actually did lose one of my side pieces, maybe two. But it looks like all of his support ships are gone. And I still have friendly support ships and all of mine as well. And mine are all looking pretty good. You can see their health by that kind of chevron over their head there. The thinner that is, the lower their health. But this guy's actually shooting me down quite a bit here. See if I can't kill him. I lost another piece. Yep. That's not good. That purple bean, by the way, is slowing me down, so I can't run very well. So I still might die. In fact, there's a good chance that I will. He is all up on me. And I'm almost dead. Please? Please shoot something up besides me. Oh, how are you still alive? And there I go. So I am dead. That would basically be the end of me. There's two things that happen when you die to non-zombies, which you'll see in a minute here. I can either continue, which means that I will basically become a little tiny pod and have to fly back to my base to basically get my ship back. Or I can just load the last save. So if you're a purist, you wouldn't do this, obviously. This would not be very kosher. It automatically saves before you enter battle. So I'm not going to do it. I'm basically just going to skip it. Collect my stockpile, and we're fine. So it seems like they are after me. The bounty on me must be really huge. Let's take a look at it. Nope. Let's take a look at the bounty. We'll pay off some of these reparations. Unfortunately, it's just free money that they get. Can I see the bounties? So they're actually not even huge. They're not even big amounts. But they're enough, I guess, that they want to come get me. The one thing I can do, and I should have probably had before, is I can go to my crew. Let's find somebody that's really dangerous. 48 threat, 62 threat. That's the highest. 64. The Moon Man. We're going to go to the Moon Man, and we're actually going to assign him as my wingman. So now he will basically follow me around everywhere I go, fighting with me if he can. Are you guys still after me? You are. Daisy Danger is coming after that bounty. Oh no. Well, my friend did not get there in time. Now it's 2v1, so I might die again. Instead, I'm just going to run to the fail gate. I'm going to basically focus on these fighters and hope that I can kill them while they're harassing me down, and fully boost as much as I can towards the fail gate. And if I can get there and sit for a while... Shields are down already. That little guy is tough. Look at him taking all that damage. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. I did not think that a neutral character and a factioned character would team up to kill me, but it looks like they will. My engine's about to get blown off here. You can see it's kind of on fire, and I'm dead. So, let's not engage them at all, how about? We'll just continue to run from them. There's all my escape pods going off, by the way. You can see them kind of jumping out of the top, which is really cool. We'll load the last save. I am not above save scumming at all. Let's see. What else can I show you? Let's go to the part catalog. So here's this massive, huge thing That is basically every weapon in the game. And I'll turn off all the weapons. And so let's just say we want to look specifically for a medium nose. The nose that I have right now is that pulsar. Let's say that I wanted to look for not a pulsar, but instead I want to look for a torpedo of some kind. I can come down here and I can say, okay, let's find all the... Well, let's do these kind of warhead things. I've never done those before. Let's look for the warheads of medium size. It doesn't matter which faction made it, and it's for the nose. Okay, nothing worked. So let's add an engine as well. Nothing. Anything? No. So it looks like there are actually no warhead weapons in the game yet. They maybe will come later on. So let's look for torpedoes instead. And I want to look just for the nose again. So we'll do that. We'll search. Here we go. So we can custom order a part if we want to. This will basically come from nowhere. It will be sent to us from, I don't know, the magical land of Narnia? I don't know where it comes from. But here's all the ones that actually exist in the game right now. This is how much it cost, how far away it is. So these are all actually pretty close. And the star is its quality level. The higher the quality level, the better the stats are. And you can see the quality levels boosted by these kind of blue you can see them when I mouse over. The blue 4s there basically are what the quality level gains. So see, these are the same items, except this is quality level 1, this is quality level 0. Well, they're actually different abilities. Each one will give me different things, and you can kind of see the legend, the icon here. So I wish I could mouse over these things. Weapon reload, drain, weapon range, infection type, just kind of everything basically. So I could do a few different things. Let's say I really wanted this guy. I could click on him, and I could actually move to arcology. Click it, and it will just send me to it, which I don't want to do. Or, if I had the money, I could just click on this guy and say, hey, you know what? Deliver this to me. It costs 50% more to have it delivered, but it will basically just be sent on a transport right to you. So you don't have to stop what you're doing. Would you stop chasing me around, please, sir? Oh, both of you, really? So anyway, let's go ahead and go to our faction again. We're going to get the Moon Man, be our wingman, and he'll come track us down. So here's this red thing. It's slowly going down, 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 smaller, smaller. I should get there in time. Let me look at the stack here. So this is Wark and Terry fighting. Terry is friendly. I actually don't want to fight him, though, because I don't want to make the blue faction mad if I can help it. Because I actually want to join with them. I may leave that alone. But I do perhaps want to come over here. Let's look at the stack. So threat 64. Threat 47. So this one I think I could actually participate in. The most number of ships you can have at one time are 4. So if I jump into this, that ship will not be able to join, right? So same thing. I'm gonna hope that I got here in time to basically intercept one of these ships. It looks like I did get here after the battle started, but this ship is already low. So I'm gonna see if I can't kind of jump in, throw everything that I have at this ship. I'm gonna turn hard into it. And all of my support ships, all of my ships should basically target this guy. Oh, both ships are on me now, which is actually fine. Good. I'm breaking off apart, I think. Taking a lot of damage, but that's okay. He's almost dead. It's just chaos, isn't it? He's down. We can target him now, but I kind of want to get out of here if I can. Oh, that's a cool looking kind of minigun thing. Alright, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die if I don't get out of here. I'm moving super slow. Looks like part of my engine got blown off. And I'm dead. Okay, this is not working out for me as well as I would hope. So I think what we're gonna do now is basically reload the save. We're gonna head into zombie territory and get ourselves blown up, I think. So for the most part, from what I've seen, the zombie faction, they're space zombies. So they have ships and weapons just like any other like faction will have. Let's find one that I could maybe try to take out. 117, 35, 51, 117, 92. The home bases, I think, is here. I think. Yeah, there. It's crazy high. Let's go to the 26, I guess. We're gonna just let them fight it out, I suppose. Get some more Zagoons if I can. He's still on me, so maybe not. I want my wingman to get here, though. Maybe we'll approach him. He seems to be going very slowly. Alright, so now that I've got him, let's see if this guy still wants to tangle. Oh!
Why are you touching me?
High threat, because he's 65.
Thanks for nothing.
Of course, a second one jumped in. We'll try one more time. This guy's just been on me forever. There are little buffs, by the way. In the map, these little kind of blue things here can be destroyed for shields. So I might stick next to this guy. See if I can't do some long-range killing. My friend is 64, which is pretty high. Hey, can I kill you, please? They have very, very high level support chips. I do feel like some of the support chips are a bit too strong. But that's a little side thing. And again, the game is not quite out yet, is it? It is still in early access. Things could very much change. Oh, you are so close to dead. Would you please die? Look at that. My ship is basically, or my friend is basically soloing them. Whatever they're doing really well. So we are going to win this one. Good job, Wingman. What is Dr. Moonman? Is that his name? Mr. Moonman? Good job, Moonman.
Really hit a woman?
Yes. If you're shooting me, I'll shoot you back. Trying to slow me with those purple beams, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm reloading right now. You can see because of the blue around the reticle there. Uh-oh. He's going to explode, so I better put my shields up. Don't hurt me badly, please. I think I'm far enough away. Cool. And we've cleared the area. Yes, the Moon Man. Thank you, Moon Man. I do appreciate it. We're gonna jump out of here to the star map, and then the two of us are gonna go attack a zombie. A zombie outpost.
If you think
Oh,
these
leveled up.
data allocations are impressive, you should see my ventriloquism technique.
Now I can add 13 cores, but I'm kind of doing this kind of 2-level thing, so I can't really get anything better with that. Let's get some extra armor. I got 2 levels.
Have you pushing buttons down here all day? I'm not even going to ask what all the industrial lubricants.
So I think I'll do even more armor.
In fact, I think I'm
Very cool. Alright, let's approach. Oh, did it really just gain some strength? It just did while I was gone for 2 seconds and it gained some strength. That's okay. We're gonna fly in. Me and my wingman. We're actually about the same strength though. Oh, he's not repaired, which is why. He needs to repair. He's actually low on res. Give you a little bit, I think. I'm actually kind of low as well. Thanks, man. And we'll see if we can't. Chances are we're gonna die, which is kind of how I want to wrap up this video anyway. Is see if I can get. Oh. It's probably a good idea if you stop reading this and start running. The zombies are not a part of a balance break. Please, no one else join. Okay, so somebody else joined. We're gonna have a bit of a fight on our hands, but I think that's okay. If we get destroyed, maybe we'll turn into zombies. I'm very curious, actually. I will not save scum this one like I have before. Where's my other guy? He's over there. Let's hope that I can take out this ship. Now the zombies can actually have a special weapon. Oh my. Where they're both attacking me. There you go. See that little red sphere there? That's actually like an infection sphere. If I sit in that, my shields basically get tanked down to nothing super fast. And then my ship pieces get infected, which is very bad for me. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I got one of their ships, but There's just way too much happening. We'll see if I can't get away. See that little red ball there? There you go. Another infection sphere. My hope here is that I can set this guy as a target, and I can just focus on killing little guys around me. Okay, come on. I need you to die, please. Good. And again, these zombies used to be captains, used to be my friends or enemies, and now they're all against me. So it looks like we are going to win this, but we're basically dead. So I'm going to have to spend almost all of my goons, if not all of them, to repair the ship, which may not leave me enough to attack the base. Either way, I'm going to try to attack the base, and we're going to see what happens. Pick up these pieces here. This is basically like blueprints for research and stuff, which is a whole other thing that I didn't really get into, but that's okay. So all of their things, yeah, it looks like we have some pieces that are infected. We're gonna leave those things that are infected, I think. No, we'll take them all.
Game saved.
We're gonna
Well, I am waiting.
get extra armor. We're gonna disinfect the ship. It's gonna take 9 goons to disinfect. Then we have to repair. I'm gonna basically take almost all my goons. But here are the 2 zombies. If I wanted to, I could go to them. And if I had a bunch of res, I could actually turn him from a zombie back into a normal person. But I've never, ever had this much res before. I have no idea how you're supposed to collect that much. No clue. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to repair. And I'm actually running at below my capacity here. I'm going to hope that I can get enough goons to run the ship. Doing this. And I did not, so that's fine. What I have to do now is I actually have to transfer these guys over. Anything that's infected can actually infect other pieces as well. So I have to actually spend more goons, so lose even more crew, to clear all that infection. Because the infection can actually hit your pieces as well. I think I cleared it all. I did, so that's good. Alright, we're going to wrap up the video with an attack on a starbase. And I think we're going to have 2 ships and the starbase to deal with. So chances are we're not going to make it. Just 1 ship, actually. That's really good. So we will ignore the starbase for now, focus on the ship. I hope that he does the same. It has no shields, which is maybe good. We might actually win this one. Yeah, look at that. That ship is already down. I'm going to focus on fighters now. Or the support ships, actually. I don't want my guy to be taken out. I don't know if he had a chance to repair yet or not. Good. He might actually get infected. They're actually shooting a lot of that infected miasma at him. I believe... I'm actually not sure if an enemy captain can be... I cannot believe I might actually win this. This is the first starbase I've ever killed, by the way. So you might actually see an achievement or 2 pop up for that.
Target locked. Obliterating.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, just ran right into you. And the starbase is going to go down in here as well. Very nice. Well, there you go. There's how you take down a starbase. Objective complete. Destroy zombie base. Didn't get an achievement for it, though. It is good enough. Thank you. Now, what can I do with this starbase? Oh, there you go. I got 2 achievements. Big and Eradicator. So I will transfer those, and I'm going to leave... Well, I'm going to leave those, I guess. A low output, long range, continuous beam. That's a tier 3, so that would take up 3 spots. I do not have that. Oh, look at that! I just cleared it.
Research data that has not yet been allocated. Consider not allocating it, and instead allocate it.
I not allocated it. Good job. Cool. Well, I didn't die, which was kind of the whole goal of this. So let's attack the main base. We're gonna attack the mother base. Well, let's get some goons first. I want to see if I can't maybe get closer to the cap there. For some reason that zombie did not attack me. Oh, that's the zombie alpha. That's the boss. Let's see if we can't. Nope, no. I should not have done that. I'm actually going to fight this and then immediately saves come out because, yeah, that's not going to happen. But I actually don't want to do this. I actually want to assault the, well, I guess we can do it this way. Let's just go out in a blaze of glory just like this. Chances are we're going to die, and then I'm going to continue the game to see if I can get, zombified. Look at that. That looks so cool. I don't know what weapon that is, but I like it a lot. Oh my. Things are not going good. I can't move. I think my engine's been destroyed. Yep. I am stuck. You can see the purple bar in my health, basically meaning that I can't regen that ever again until I clear the infection. Oh, did we actually blow up a ship? Oh my goodness, we did. We almost got both of them too, look at that. That was so good. But alas, we are dead. And we're gonna see what happens when you continue. Am I a zombie? I'm not a zombie! No, but I am a little pod. I believe we pod all the way back to our home base, and then from there we get our ship back. I think. I don't actually know. I've never done this before because I'm a terrible person and I've just save scummed every time. Oh, whoa. Oh, these are junk parts. I have to rebuild my ship from junk? Junk is like the starter stuff. Oh no. There are some non-junk parts in here. Anyway, I'm definitely not going to do that. That's all we have time for this Freeform Friday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This was Space Pirates and Zombies 2 by MinMax. And the game is fully, it's in early access now. You can buy it if you want to right now. But it comes out fully on November 7th, which is just about a week and a half away. So go check it out. See you next time.